ABC is an equilateral triangle with O at its center, and they are given the force F1, F2 and F3 represent three forces acting along the sides AB, BC and AC respectively. If the torque about O is 0, then the magnitude of F3 will be equal to in terms of F1 and F2. Now first of all understand that we have got the value of F1 and F2. Okay, we know the direction of F1 and F2. Now first of all, before we calculate the torque, let us find out the perpendicular distances at that forces. So this will be the perpendicular distance from O to A, from O to AB, from O to BC, and the third one will be from O to AC. Now since it is an equilateral triangle, if any of the side is D, all the three sides will be equal to D. Okay. So now over here, the torque produced due to the force F1. Let us find out the torque produced due to the force F1. Now first of all, the torque produced due to the force F1 will be in the anti-clockwise direction. Okay, if I draw the vector over here, it will be in the anti-clockwise direction. This torque will be equal to, let me write this as torque 1, it will be equal to F1 into D. The torque acting due to the second force F2 will be equal to, it is also in the anti-clockwise direction, so it will be equal to F2 into D. Okay. Now the torque acting due to the third point, let it be the unknown torque. Okay, let it be an unknown torque due to the force F3. Okay, it will be equal to F3 into D. Okay. Now since the total torque acting at all these 3 points is equal to 0, I can say that the torque, okay, and let me consider the third part. Let us assume that this is in the anti-clockwise direction for the time being. Okay, I can say that the torque 1 plus torque 2 plus torque 3 will be equal to 0. Now over here, torque 3 will be equal to torque minus of torque 1 plus torque 2. So basically it will be equal to minus of, this will be equal to F3 into D. It will be equal to negative F1 into D plus F2 into D. So basically it will be equal to, F3 will be equal to minus of F1 plus F2. Okay, minus of F1 plus F2. Now since since we have got a negative sign, it means that the torque we have assumed, since we have assumed it in the anti-clockwise direction, actually it will be in the clockwise direction, and its magnitude will be equal to negative of F1 plus F2, which is equal to option number C.